YouTube! I'm Pinstar, and this is Terraformers The Blue Path, episode, what is this, 5? I think it's 5. So, we have our new leader, Jagrav, Varman. He comes with, well, I didn't have a very good choice, because they were both centered on happiness and support, and we're doing pretty well, despite our previous leader's mind venting. We're doing pretty well on that front, so I don't need to be aggressively focused on that, not to mention, it does nothing for our win con. However, we do have this. His passive is actually pretty decent for us because we're going to be sending stuff into space constantly anyway, so we're going to get some passive support growth just from that. So I guess he's not all that bad, but otherwise I think I'm going to be using him mostly for exploration. I mean, we can get big chunks of that for population, but again, I don't think it's worth it. I think he's just going to be our explorer here. Now, last turn we did some aggressive saving up for our that event thing, the nuclear oxygen factory. Now this thing does hurt the happiness levels of our city, and JC upon Crater and Thibotan are both higher population one. Chickettsburg is actually the lower population city of the group here. So I think what I might actually do is, well, I'm going to get yelled at if I stomp on this generator, but look how much power we have. We're making a lot of power right now, just from all of our other stuff. So I think sacrificing this for a better placement is actually going to be just fine. But again, I anticipate being yelled at, but that is my decision. We need the oxygen, because this thing kicks out 2 oxygen per turn. We're now at +5 oxygen per turn, but we're also way behind on oxygen. And while I know there are space projects to help us import Cs, I have no clue if there are projects that let us get bursts of oxygen. I have not seen that play out just yet. So yeah, we have this one and this one. I'm not sure if I'm going to actually do this one because we're going to be hitting this naturally. So I don't actually think we need this atmosphere one. So I think I might just dump it. But the 2 oceans are absolutely critical. Speaking of, let us... So we're going to do 1, 2, 3 to finish this one off. And we do have a fair amount of titanium. We could start bursting at this one quickly. But that gives us our 2 bonus exports. The rest of our stuff could be doing something like getting water. We have 2 oxygen factories, which are also going to be super important. Now the other thing that we're looking at here is this gigantic titanium deposit that I am eyeing, which all we need is just 1 expansion to get that, and we've got 2 more, we got room for 2 more in Thibotan to get housing down and get those expansions out there. Crystal Cave, not really feeling the Crystal Cave. But we do need to do some exploration here. And if we explore here, we'll get a peek into Sabia Minor, see what kind of region that is. Large meteorite. Ooh! We can immediately spread plants here. It is one of the wetter regions. And actually, if we get a more advanced plant, this would be even better. Alright, good. That makes me happy, because I want to make sure that we hit our plant spreads the minute they come up. And that lets us us take our oceans a little bit more gently. We can do those more casually as we go along. Now I know we can afford this CO2 factory. I might not actually do this one. The reason being is that our heat and atmosphere we've already hit our heat requirements for the mission. Our atmosphere at a +15 natural passive is going to hit itself in 3 turns. It's going to boost up. We have no problems with those. So we don't actually need to hyper focus on those. And I might actually cannibalize some of my bacteria spreaders once they get that one last spread out, in order to put down more plant spreaders, because plant spreaders give us stuff that give us oxygen, and that's more important at the moment. Now then, oh yeah, we can do our rover exploration. See what's down here. Yeah, we can see that. We can see that. Is there anything else that is... I might go up here just to see if it goes to the next region. No, it does not. But this one might. But yeah, we've been lacking on the exploration, and if there's one thing I'm missing, it's water production. Which, like, we had the one tile that made water, and then we turned that into our spaceport. But I do not regret that at all. Ooh, you know what we need? Yeah, we haven't done our things yet. We need at least one extra water, because that will give us 17 here. Because the +1 naturally from our water recycling. And then I think what we can do for this turn is go just super aggressive on food. That's not going to get us a city right away, but it'll put us in range. And then, yeah, we can sacrifice all of our science in the meantime. That way we can get another oxygen factory down next turn, and then the turn after we can get our spread on, and it'll all be good. Oh, we can still research projects. I never chose those. We don't need more bacteria spreaders. Research centers are always going to be welcome, because you can never be spoiled for choice. Android hub, maybe not. Hydroponic farm, no. I need something that produces water, not requires it. No, I don't need laboratories. Don't need entertainment centers. I'll take the Android hub. I might not use that. If we ever do another city, I might use it to bootstrap it, but it's not high on my priority list. That being said, I think we can... Yeah, we have room for the research center right away. We're almost done with JC upon Crater. And we'll probably put the oxygen booster here, because we're not really worried about our adjacency bonuses here, other than this little trio right here. Because I don't actually think there's a hub building that does adjacency bonuses for them. Which is fine. That might be a little overpowered if it did. Alright, what do we got here? Ooh, exploration satellites. Absolutely. Orbital solar panels. Tempting, but let's see what else we have here. The domed park, that would be better than the bathhouse that we have right now, but we already bought the bathhouse, so I'm not really that eager to grab it. We don't need another university. We have 2 more homes, and we have the Marcia and the homestead, so we don't need to buy more homes. I don't want the orbital solar panels. I think we just punt on this one. And just get the +1 science. Not that we need that either. Alright. Enable that. Get our oceans going. Or at least contribute to them. I mean, I guess we could have taken that third space project if we had done that first. But I don't think we're in a bad spot for power either. So let's do that. We get our oxygen factory down here. Now we're at a +6 oxygen. We could slap down the luxury workshop. That is a thing, but it's not really a thing we need, honestly. Just because we can doesn't mean we should. Let's see, what's a good satellite explore? Because that can help us go way into the boonies. And again, we want to break into new regions. This is a pretty good explore, because we got some minor water over here. Flat Plains, that's a city site. Rover Museum, support per turn, science per turn. No, not really feeling it. It gives us more tritium. I'll take those instead. Alright, this is actually shaping up to look like a good potential city. Not super aggressive going towards it, but we'll go from there. Let's do some more local exploration, just to hedge our bets here. Crater City. Not likely going to use that for a new city. Alright, we're going to naturally pop enough stuff for our next housing building next turn, so we don't need to trade for that. We do still want to contribute our 2 here. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we'll get those exploration satellites in 2 turns. That is not a problem. I think the rest of this will go into water, so that we can get more for our oxygen factory, and we'll export to make up that difference. Alright, pass the turn. MarsNet, Comfort of Living Global. More oceans. I mean, I'll take the oceans just to have that project, even though we don't necessarily need it. Research Campus. We could replace the university with a research campus at our other city to get one more spread if we really wanted to. But no, I'm taking a plant spreader because it might come down to the wire, and that might be super important. Robots provide extra expansions. That we could make use of that. I know. Hang on, before I take these, let me just make sure. So this is going to give us 40 ocean. Yeah, so that will be enough to push us into Oceans Level 2, which is absolutely needed. Whether or not we can, or should get into the final level of Oceans is another matter. Because I kind of want that. Extra spreads will be useful. Because this would give us 3 extra spreads just by itself from comboing with our Android hub, and we could get that right away. I mean, we can get that with just placing a natural building too. But oceans. Well, hang on. Let's see what other spreads would be useful. I mean, crystal caves, It gives us access to a lot of blank tiles that we can throw spreaders down onto. But I mean, I'm going to grab this gigantic titanium deposit. And then with one more housing, get one more natural spread. And we could go to a blank tile to throw down another spreader. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to be worth it because each level of oceans get more and more difficult. So I don't know if it's going to be worth it for that. So you know what? I think I am going to grab the robot center here, because we can play that easily, low opportunity cost. Oops. Deep core mine, get. Yeah, spreader. I mean, I know we have another spaceport waiting in the wings, but I'm not entirely sure how good. I mean, we could do a manual explore down here, see if anything's worth it, but I doubt it. Alright, let's get this Martia down. Gives us another spread. I mean, we are going to get out into the boonies to where we're going to get some unhappiness here. I mean, maybe this will be something. Nope, more blank tiles. But it does give us a route into a new region, which is always very helpful. I do have an idea of something we can do once we pop our oceans here. I'm going to hold on to the spreads for now. We do have the ability to spread some bacteria, and we don't have actually anything in. Solus has that, and Thebowtown is technically in Solus. We should just spread something to South Nochus. I mean, we could go for level 3 heat. We have the South Nochus is warm enough, and we already hit the level 2 prestige for each of them, so why not? Although, hang on. Yeah, Sabia Minor is going to be the target of one of our plant spreads as soon as we get that, and if there's already another life form present in the region, it makes the spreads faster. So I think I'm going to spread there, even though it has a longer cooldown. All right, we'll get exploration satellites next turn. We'll get that. Well, I'll probably do like a 10 fur and just blast it. We're not getting our bonus export of tritium this time. I think I left that on the table, which is not ideal, but I think we can do fine. We'll just make that into water. All right, pass the turn. Atmosphere level increased and oxygen level increased. Sweet. Deer or artificial bacteria? I mean, again, we're not doing animals, so we'll get the bacteria. Although, not really. What do we got here? 20 atmosphere, 20 heat. Actually not what we're looking for. Train station. Very useful. If we start up a new city, that's going to be extremely useful. So yeah, we'll take the train station. Hospital, Power per turn, nah. Research campus, research center. I mean, you can never have too many of those, and we are loaded with science. All right, another satellite explorer. Get. All right, first let's do our rover explorer. These are all 4 turns. This one's a 3-turner. Yeah, let's do the 3-turner. Canyon view, meh. All right. Again, going off the premise that this is another potential city, let's satellite explore this, get a good chunk of tritium, and that's a large tritium deposit. Ooh, and a new region that's plant enabled. Excellent. All right, yeah. Now we just need more plant spreaders. Honestly, I think I'm going to go nuts with nitrate so that we can place this extra plant spreader. That makes more sense. And then we go to we just do a manual explore, get a bunch of nitrates, and that's not quite enough. Dang. Almost. We'll naturally grow into them next turn. But we did get the water that we needed. JC upon crater. Yeah, we already maxed this place out. The Botan is going to get an oxygen factory. Clear that out. And a research center. I am not throwing the train station down here. That would be for a new city. We have enough for the spaceport, but do we have a good place for the spaceport? That's a really good question. Because neither of these produce resources. This would just, yeah, if these were connected, that maybe, but that's not really good for resources. I mean, don't get me wrong, the extra trade routes are still going to be useful. I want to see what's down here. If there's a producer here, then these 2 bonus ones plus the 2 regular ones would be worth it. I'll sit on it for now, just to see where we go with it. And then for our, yeah, we've got plenty of these on the table. Let's just blast this. Blast that project. And yeah, that works. I think that works. All right, so we're looking at a 10-turn clock for our oxygen, which makes me happier. But let's see how quickly we can do that. Rising expectations, don't bother me. Exploration, more exploration satellites. We can get another set of them, each of them having their own independent cooldown. Don't need more science, don't need more power. No, I don't see that being useful. We'll get the satellites. Modular apartments, maybe. But no, I think homestead's better choice. All right, let's enable. Boom, we got our oceans. Let's get our manual explorer on. And that's sandstone. So so I mean, I still might build it just because we can. But we're definitely claiming this tile. Plant spreader. And then I think you're going to spread plants to Sabian Minor. Because you're right, that's right next door. South Notice is just a bit too dry. Large meteorite, nah. You know what, I might just take the spaceport anyway. 1 extra bonus trade route plus the 2 generic ones, still quite useful in getting us whatever the heck we want. We don't need, because we're still positive support. Even after that last expectations rise, we're still positive support. Large meteorite. We could harvest its resources for a chunk of tritium. I might actually do that, maybe. Actually, I probably should have done that and then built the plant spreader there so we'd have a lower cooldown. But we can, let's see, can we bang this out in 1? No, we can't. So we'll do a 4 and 4. And then I think with these, we will, yeah, let's get more food on. Actually, yeah, there we go. Got that settled. Let's continue sort of hollowing out this city area. It was kind of a crappy one, and that one's underwater too, so don't matter. But now we have technically explored all parts of this, so this becomes an allowed city location. All right. This actually isn't a bad project. More power is good, especially if we don't have to take up room for it. For every 4 power buildings using power? No, but another plant spreader. More plant spreaders. Always more plant spreaders. We go and blanket this place. I could use his astral temple if there's a high location around here. Just for S's and giggles. All right, well, let's actually go in search of some water, because that'll allow us to build our new city here. So we'll do a manual explore. There we go. We'll get another city down here. Found city. Josh Berryberg. And same shape as before, so capital goes in the same place. Alright, and yeah, we can slap down the Android hub. We could also slap down the train station and just get godly amounts of spreads from Josh Berryberg here. Will that disrupt other plans? Not really. So now we have 7 spreads. Love it. So yeah, we get the pit mine. Yeah, we don't need to extract water for oceans. We're just gonna mine it. We have so much more exploring to do before we can properly use this city. But it's good to have the room. We could grab this nitrates. I mean, actually, yeah, we want to grab the nitrates. And because of that train station, we can reach out pretty far before people get pissy about it. Yeah, we'll finish these off and then start working on the solar panels. So I think we can keep our trade routes the same. Yeah, we're using all of those, so we're good. More oceans. We're not going for more oceans. We don't need more science. I'll take them when I see them. And an eco-homes, actually, would be very useful. All right, more exploration. Wow, we're getting a lot of explorers on this one. All right, first off, let's do the rover explore. A crater. Oh, it's a high up crater. All right, we can use his astral temple ability just because we can. Just because I don't see really anything else. I mean, the meteorite for research, We might as well use one of his abilities to do something other than just explore. Ten support. Yeah, there we go. All right, now let's use our, even though we can get good natural explorers here, let's use our satellites to yes, absolutely yes. Pit mine. We're not raising the ocean again, so we don't need to worry about the dikes. Yes. That's just a regular tritium deposit, though. All right. Another research center down here. I mean, we can throw down this. We don't need it, but we can. Because I'm not hurting. Well, actually, I kind of am hurting for a little bit for power. We have been spending it. All right. Let's. Let's slow burn this one. We obviously want to export our 3 titanium. We'll get a new city expansion there. So I think the correct answer here is to hit nitrates really hard so that we can hurry up with our plant spreader. And then of course export all of our science to balance and pay for it. Excellent. We continue. We don't need the science. Combined living center is one of my favorites. Cloud seeding, huge. Helps, actually, plant spreader, cloud seeding. Yes. This enables more zones to be friendly towards that. And we can place down one of our spreaders here. Alright, so Solus. That's a plant spreader. Where's our bacteria spreader? Here. We don't really need the bacteria spreading anymore. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to scrap this bacteria spreader. We are not going to put a plant spreader here because we have a natural spread. We're going to put down a cloud seeding because Solus isn't wet enough for plants yet. Now it is. And now we can get plants on Solus. And now we can find, well, we can get some more nitrates from a quick explore and then throw down another plant spreader. Amazonas is too dry. Tharsis is already covered in plants. Ionia is already covered. Actually, we could just move the cloud seeder for this. We could move this too. We can move that to here. And that will, once it arrives, let us do some plant spreading there. Yeah, let's get rid of the guided tours. Because this place doesn't need the cloud seeder anymore, because it's now naturally rainy enough. So let's see, Amazonas. Borealis Major can get a plant spread to it. And we've got spreads left on here. And this has nitrates in it. So let's grab that. That gives us enough for that. Plant spreader goes here. And we spread to Borealis Major. We could also do the cloud seeding in this area, because that'll boost it up to a 1 for... We're up to plus 10 oxygen, which ain't half bad. Let's see here. The Botan, we can get... So we get one more spread here. I shouldn't have deleted that. Actually, does that... Revert building spaceport? What? Whatever. Yeah, I should have spread first. I should have expanded first and then did that. Minor order of operations issue. All right, we're cooking up the power pretty well here. We do need to get back to some more food. But we could also just keep hammering away at nitrates to get another plant spreader going. That's not too bad, actually. Yep. Get the CO2 factory down here because we got plenty of city space, so I don't need to be fussy about it too much. There's a big thing of water right here. That might be useful. Alright, not leaving any trade on the table. Pass the turn. Don't need the hotels. Heliostats, always welcome in my book. Don't need more expansions there. I'll take that for Josh Berryberg, because we got that Android hub down there. I mean, we got to get more actual houses down here. Let's explore this place out. Rocky Plains, fine. Be fine for another plant spreader here. Actually, let's grab this water. Actually, I think I'll put our last plant spreader here. We're 4 turns away from getting our cloud seeder here. Bit of a hike for it. All right. So we don't need to be so aggressive with our nitrates. Let's go back to being aggressive with our food. Biogenerator, skyscraper, laboratory. None of the above? I'll take the skyscraper. Giant space mirrors, interesting. I mean, we could do that, although it requires silicates, and we don't have a lot of those. Engineering lab. I'll take the combined living center. Markers, a little late to build up that combo. This would be useful to keep exploring for our new town anyway. Let's do a manual explore up here. Let's do a satellite explore up here. I don't really need the titanium, so we're going to grab this. We're going to throw down our rover exploration center to get a rover explorer right here. Yeah, we could use silicates. Still not quite enough for the heliostat, but that's fine. We do have the ability to build another plant spreader, But do we have a region that can be plant spread too? I don't think so. Not until... Oh, Elysium Plantia. We can plant spread to you. Alright, that's a bit of a misplay there. Building this rover exploration. Actually, you know what? I'm swimming in so many freaking resources. Who cares? We plopped it down, we took its action. It's an expensive action, but we can throw this down here. Boom. Home territory. Gets a plant spread. We're making 11 per turn. We're still on a 2-turn timer, but I still wanted to just see how crazy we could get our spreads going here. We're not going to cut the episode here just because space tourism provides support, space hotels, alternative space materials. We're mining. Tritium, earthworks. Go space tourism, lady. Particle collider. I mean, does it matter? We're gonna be claiming victory next turn anyway. Ah, we're one short. We can get you on here. Did we have any comfort boosters here? Just a university. Gas factory. We almost got level 3 atmosphere too, which is pretty impressive. Might as well throw it down because we can. And we got 2 spreads now. We can actually... Viewpoint tower. Viewpoint tower. I'll get you. Anything sticking into a new region? No. Well, no, but... Yeah, unfortunately, we're this cloud seeding showed up a little bit late, but we were able to hit all of our spreads. You're exporting more than you are importing. Gotcha. All right, let's hit it. Mission success. Ooh, I was a little nervous there with the oxygen, but we hit it so aggressively that I think, yeah, I'm glad we hit it so aggressively. Plus 11 at the very end there. 6 turns away from level 3 heat. 2 turns away from level 3 atmosphere, too. And yeah, those space projects to import the oceans were clutch. Let's see how we did. All right, scenario point 1785, not bad, and that's worth a gold medal. As long as you beat the scenario in under 65 or under turns, you get a gold medal. So we golded that. Awesome! Well, if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, it's been Pinstar signing out. See ya!